This is the American Press. Born in Chicago and raised in Detroit, it's taken nearly 5 years and every penny friends and family would lend to create it. Originally, I was inspired by solving the problem of coffee presses that were messy and frustrating to clean, and pod-based brewers that were mess-free but provided no connection with the brewing experience and generated thousands of tons of landfill waste. Along the way, I discovered the visual beauty of crafting hand-pressed coffee within an American press. Watching water transform into coffee as you press is truly unlike anything you've seen or experienced before. It's a hands-on experience that engages sight and touch in anticipation of the smell and taste of fresh brewed coffee. The coffee itself is clean and complex, with aromas and flavors preserved by forcing water through an enclosed, reusable pod and an ultra-fine metal filter. Setup is quick and easy, and because the American Press brews as you press, there's no waiting. Just press and pour. And when you're done, true to solving the original problem that inspired us, our patented reusable pod technology keeps mess contained and waste out of landfills. So the American Press is easy to clean and eco-friendly too. My name's Alex, and I thought I'd invite you into my home to tell you a little bit more about myself and the story behind the American Press. It was clear to me that people didn't much like cleaning out their French presses, and frankly, neither did I. So I drew up some sketches, doodles really, of an idea for a coffee press without the mess. One that would keep grounds contained in a pod so they'd be easy to remove. I wound up spending my entire thesis year in the university machine shop fabricating the first 2 prototypes on my own. I even did all the sketches myself. So the prototype started out a little rough too. This is the first prototype. I made it myself entirely on a lathe out of solid pieces of acrylic and some filters I scavenged out of commercial coffee makers. When I first started, I didn't know how to use a lathe or really any of the tools in a machine shop. But after a couple months of fumbling around with dangerous machinery, I completed this ugly duckling. After a few tweaks and revisions, I was up and making coffee. I'd proven both that you could make great coffee this way and that it was surprisingly quick and easy. But I wanted to make something that proved not only how well the American Press worked, but how good it could look. So I put my newfound skills to use making this, the second American Press prototype. I knew it looked great, but it wasn't until the first time I actually tried it out that I realized being able to see what was actually happening created a visual experience that people would fall in love with. So I knew I really had something, and the prototypes to prove it, but I didn't know a ton about manufacturing. So I hired some folks to help me make this, the ugliest duckling of all, redesigned to be easy to manufacture. Let's just say it didn't really work out. We'll call it a failure on the road to success. Not one to be deterred, I assembled a new team of designers, and about 5 years after the idea of creating a coffee press without the mess first occurred to me, we completed this beautiful machine. And that's my story.